Welcome to part 2 of this video. My battery died on my camera, can you believe that? I don't even remember what I was saying in the last video, and I'm too lazy right now to check that video out to find out. So anyway, at my last count, I believe I said I was 16 days from using the same liquid, from the original liquid, minus 5 days from the liquid I used in the living room underneath my futon. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but my fan's going up there. I have it blowing from the living room into the kitchen because I have a vent-free gas heater. And if I do this, it heats my whole house to a nice 72 degrees. And I'm like, yeah. But if I don't do that, it just heats this one room. The rest of the house gets very cold. It's like a 12-degree difference from wherever this room is. So anyway, get one of these 4 fans that you can angle up and down to, they use it in construction a lot. To get it, put it on your top bookshelf, point it down into the next room. It'll circulate the heat throughout the whole house. At least it has for me. Anyway, I wanted to show you my new trap. I decided to make it first, so I thought about it. And then I'll give you the results of how it turns out. I'm going to make this kind of trap and put it in the living room and in my bedroom. Because I don't like the tall bottles, just mainly because they're tall. You got to have furniture high up, or the tall bottles can fit underneath somehow. I just don't care for it. Anyway, excuse me. Anyway, the reason why I'm making this container the way I am is the liquid's going to be inside here, and the bugs are going to drown in it or float on top and die from CO2 poisoning. Either or, they're going to die. And I thought before about using these mini cups I bought from Walmart. They're like bathroom drinking cups, and I was going to put them in here and fill them up with the liquid. The only problem I have with that is, even if it isn't in here, and I put this lid on here and there's a little gap and the bugs can come in and die inside the container, then I have to go and take out these containers and dump them out and refill them. When actually, what I could really do is just fill this container with the water about halfway up, the mixture, and after 2 weeks, dump it out, fill it up again. So anyway, here's my idea. I bought these containers from Wally World, like 3 for $2.50, so it's cheap. And it's funny that a couple days ago I was at the store and I seen the replaceable blades that you can get for your razor knife. Looks like that. Well, I'm like, man, I need those. I mean, I got them in my shed somewhere, but I don't know where they're at. And this thing is cut carpet and everything else, the old blade. So I bought the blades and replaced the one in here, and now I'm finally using it more than I normally would. So I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, I was going to use pennies on this, but I just used those up 2 days ago at the source. I was using them up, paying for everything with pennies to get rid of the pennies. So I had these dimes. Now, what am I doing? Okay, when you go and you put your lid on here and close it down tight, you can store food in it. Well, I would like to keep that. I'd like to be able to reuse this over again in the future. Maybe put nails or something important here, put the lid on it, and be good to go. So, what I ended up doing, got my razor blade knife out, I went underneath the lip and stabbed through there real slow, and I made an opening, the length of the opening long enough so I could slip my dime in there. See that? I got it on all 4 sides, sticking up about the halfway of the dime. And it's actually quite easy to do because once you make the cut, I'm taking this dime out so you can see how I installed it. This plastic, it wants to form up around the dime. So when I slide it underneath here where the hole is, just push up. Give me a second here. It's not hard, I'm just not angled right. Go through the part of the plastic. There we go. Okay, I started it in the hole, and now I can just, squeeze it up in there, about halfway. Now, why am I doing that? Okay, well, the idea is the liquid is inside this container. I'm going to move the camera down a little bit. There we go. Sorry about the darkness or super bright light, whatever. I'm tired. It's Thanksgiving Day. I'm just relaxing. Anyway, let's say this is filled up with the water, sugar, yeast combination to make CO2, kill bed bugs. It's going to be filled up about halfway. If you ever seen a paper towel or toilet paper get wet, the water will go up the paper towel, toilet paper. I mean, it goes against gravity and everything. So if this paper towel gets wet at all, the water's going to come down and come out and get on my floor and get it soaking wet. I don't want that. So you got to make sure the inside of this container does not come up to the paper towel. And because I have this tape in there, I'm going to make sure that it doesn't touch the tape either, because I don't know if it'll travel up it somehow, some way. Anyway, so this is about half full with the liquid. I got these dimes up here, and I put the paper towel, 2 halvesies, I left them together, and I folded them over and taped them down, and I made a little slit so the dimes can protrude through. You know? Anyway, when you just lay this on here so the dimes go up into the groove of the lid. I don't know if you can see that very well with the camera. But anyway, there's gaps all over the place in this thing for the bugs to crawl in, fall in, and die. Now, why do I want to do it this way when the other way was very successful? Well, I'm not putting plastic over everything and putting these traps underneath them. It's just too inconvenient and looks pretty bad too. But the reason why I'm doing it like this instead of just having it open it like this, because like I said, I have that fan up there. There's a breeze in here. I can tell. I can feel it sometimes. I can hear it. So if I do this, I'm hoping the CO2 that comes out, I'm saying that wrong. With this lid on here, any air blowing will, deflect off and not blow out the CO2 that's inside. The CO2 that's inside that's being created and wants to leak out over the edges, that's fine with me. The bugs can detect it and come over to it, and crawl up the paper towel, get inside through the cracks, fall in and die. And when I look at it, I'm like, cool, there's a bunch of dead ones in there. Well, I can take this after 2 weeks, or whenever I feel like it, and take the lid off and go and dump it in the toilet, rinse it out, and start a new batch, and everything's good to go. Now, let's say finally after 6 months or a year or whatever, I've been 3 months without one single bug in one of these traps. That's great. So what am I going to do with these containers? I'll just take the dimes out, and I can still use them. Put the lid over them, and they're still good to go. Still pop them in the microwave and heat stuff up. But I never do that with the lid on there because it melts your plastic. Anyway, here are the results. Approximately 16 mornings of passing by me using these bed bug traps. Now, hold on a second, I'm thinking of something. Okay. The first 5 mornings, I showed the results of that. I dumped out the bugs. I kept the same liquid. I didn't renew it. And then I put them back in the exact same spots they were in. And I made 3 new containers that were underneath my futon. And I had this fan going the whole time. And so 11 days later, after laying these traps back out again, we now see the results. Sorry for the long delay, but I really love these results, and I wanted to explain everything. So if you need to get rid of your bed bugs, you'll know how. Or if you know someone needs to get rid of. Okay, here we go. Actually, I'll just put the camera over the channel. Now I'm going to show you the containers I made for the futon. Got a camera stand, almost knocked over my soda. Just a moment, I'm going to adjust the camera. Like I said, I'm tired. I'm exhausted from work, and y'all know how it is if you have a job. So now these things here are side by side, almost touching each other, but not. Now this first one's a disappointment. You can see that. There's like 2 bugs in there that I can see. And these paper towels, they're dry. Oh, I see little bitty ones in the bigger one. Okay, hold on. Yeah, there they are. There's some. You guys see that? There's like 3 small ones and a big one. The big one's still alive, yeah, his legs are moving. I was going to say the wind was blowing him around, but nope. His legs are moving. Oh, there's some on the bottom, like 2 of them on the bottom of the small one. So they decided, they were going to drown of CO2 poisoning. Yay! Okay, move that one out of the way. Now the good thing is, these containers here that you see now, they all had their lids. I have the lids for these, so I can, if these other traps work well, actually I'll just do them all that way, all the traps that way. All the traps I can set up the way I told you, and I have the lids for them, so everything will be good to go. Now the one on the left, I'll try to zoom in. Why not? You decided to watch this video, so there we go. Just the big ones and a couple of little ones I see. I see 2, 4, 6, 7, 10, 12, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. I count 28. There's a couple other small ones I didn't count, so let's just round it off to 30. Now, I don't really see any that have sunk to the bottom. There's some more small ones too. Let's check underneath this one. Okay, the white napkin on the bottom of this is clear of any bed bugs that I can see. But I can see one small one in the big container. I ain't gonna point them out, there's no point on that. This one here, 2, 4, 6, 10, 13, 15, 18, 20, 22, 24. I counted approximately 24. Now this one, the paper towel is wet because down here it touched. No, that ain't it. Paper towel, hold on, I'm going to take a look. That's what I was afraid of. The paper towel wasn't touching it at all. The tape that was taped onto the paper towel was touching it. And the capillary action of the tape is what got the paper towel wet. Now I'm looking in the big one. So every one of them, almost every one of them, like 99% of them, climbed into the little one after they got into the big one. They climbed into the little one and drowned it. Now I like the idea of the ones with the lids keep the wind that's in this living room from blowing away the CO2 too quickly. And plus these smaller containers are shorter, so less hard of a time for these bugs to get up in there. Okay. Now that's for the new stuff. Now that's for the old stuff. I'm trying to move this camera around so you guys can see it all. I apologize if my camera work is crappy, but make do with what you got. Okay. Now I did get more of these Gatorade bottles and other bottles from work because we recycle our plastic bottles. So I took them and recycling them, you know, to make this, get more of these traps. But then I came up with the idea of the lid. Okay, so this paper towel is wet, so I'm assuming it got inside somehow next to the bottle. And this one here, it's just a whole bunch of small ones. You see that little bitty dirt crap that's in there? It's light brown. Those are all bugs. I can't count them all. There must be like 50 of them things in there. There's a couple up here stuck to the tape. My finger there? Yep. Right here. A couple of them stuck to that tape. So that worked out quite well for me. Is that a bug inside? Nope. Some brown mark. Okay, now also, when you do this mixture, it's letting the carbon dioxide flow down into your container, it gets sticky and sugary at the bottom. I didn't spill any of this. It just, from the air, the gases, whatever, it makes the bottom of this container all icky. Okay, so there was that one. Try to move things around slowly so I don't spill these bugs. I work very hard not to work very hard and capture these bugs. Now this one here, I'm going to cover the... Man, this camera's not up enough. There we go. Try to hold this off. Look at all these bugs at the bottom of this bottle. Oh, I'm counting. Oh, there's a bunch of little ones. You see the little ones around the bottle right here? These light brown specks? Yeah, bed bugs. I'm going to try to zoom in. Oop, wrong way. See these little brown specks here? They're all baby bed bugs that will not bother me ever again. I mean, there's a lot. I'd count that up to another 50 to 70 of those little bitty baby ones. And there's some big ones on there too. But look at the container of all these big ones. Man, that's a lot. There's one moving around. He can't crawl up. Yay. Oh, that just sounds like it when he's moving around on his back. Man, that's a lot. A lot of babies too. Must have got them good, but when their eggs hatched, because they're all in. There's a lot in here. Usually the small ones that I've killed in my bed, they have this light, bright pink or a little bright red spot on their backside or their whole body, and they're so small you can't tell if it's the backside or the whole body. But anyway, when I squash them, they're blood red. These here, these are light brown, and that tells me as soon as they hatched, they came right over here to this trap and got themselves killed, which I'm very happy about. Hope you're happy too, because this is going to work for you as well. Let's see. Now for the last one. I have not saved the best for last. I just, took him and I wanted to show him to you. Now this one here, for some reason, has a paper towel in it. Get this out of the way. If that's a bug or not, but I'm going to get rid of him. Yep, that was a bug. Must have escaped his prison. There we go. I don't know why there's paper towels in here. I don't remember doing it. Ooh, man. Man, they're all over the paper towel. They're stuck in the sugary thing. And try to zoom in again. I don't know if you guys can see this very well. But look all over this bottle at the bottom. They crawled right up there and got stuck. So much for them not being able to climb up plastic. I mean, these have ridges and everything, but still, they got up pretty high. They're like right here. Oh man, you guys need to see it. I'm sorry. They're like right here. Yeah. Try that, move it some more. I mean, there's a lot of them there. There's more here than was in the other ones, I can tell. And some big ones too. See a big one there? It's looks like it's been squashed on there. I didn't do that. He's stuck there from that sugary gas or liquid or whatever, In the bottom of it, there's like 3 or 4 big ones that look like they've been squashed on there, but they haven't. That's just how they died on there. And inside the container, it looks like there's a mixture of yeast or sugar that needs to be stirred up, but I don't care. I'm throwing these containers away. So hold on a second. I'll talk to you. Come here, you camera. Sorry, people. I'm not going to do any editing either. Okay, these results, I believe, are better than the first results. And I'm very, very happy about it. Now, in theory, just from my own experience and stuff recently with these nasty things, it's my belief that these bed bugs do hang around everywhere, but the concentration of them are in my bedroom where I sleep. That's where they go to get their meal. Now, there's a chair in my living room that I've been sitting in, and those damn things will get on me whenever I get off of work. I'm relaxing, and I'm so upset, but I know I'm trying to fight and kill them off, and it seems to be working. Now that I've made this other design on these traps, if it works well, it does as good as this or better, especially in the living room, then I will definitely have them all over the place and ready to go. I mean, who can't afford 3 of these traps for $2.50? So in all, I would say I'd spend about $5 in materials to make 3 of these traps. But then I have plenty of leftover materials like sugar, the water, the yeast. I mean, 3 packets is like $1.50 or so at Wally World. But anyway, if you have to, every payday go and buy a couple of these traps and containers and make the traps, set them out. And my paycheck's every 2 weeks, so I can afford to do this. But anyway, this works very, very well. The only drawback I have to me is when I have the bread smell in the living room, which isn't strong, you notice like somebody let off a fart, you're like, oh man, it, goes away. Well, same thing with the bread smell, but it's not unpleasant. But 11 days later, when I'm making this video, for the past couple of days, it smells more like beer. And I'm not a drinker, but I know the smell of that beer, fermentation and all that stuff. So I just don't care for that smell, but it's not super strong. It's just noticeable once in a while because I have that breeze going through here. Anyway, if I can smell that, then I know that fan, the air that is circulating is pushing that CO2 around. So I don't know how very successful these traps will be in here. I mean, you've seen the results of the big ones, so we'll see. So I believe if you put these in a room where there is no airflow as far as a fan in there, I mean, yeah, you can have air conditioning or a heater or something in another room and blow in there, but if you put it in an area where there's very little, if any, airflow, then these traps should work quite well. Because I have a ceiling fan and I have a box fan in my bedroom that I have on me all the time whenever I'm sleeping or watching TV in there, which isn't very often. Mostly it's just sleeping. But the point is with the plastic over my bed going all the way down to the floor, there is no drafts down there. The ceiling fan and that box fan is not affecting it. And how can I be sure of this? Because when I lift the plastic up, I smell that bread smell down there. And when I close the plastic down, I don't smell it in my bedroom. So the box fan's going, the ceiling fan's going, and there's no bread smell. So if I can't smell the bread, then I'm sure that those fans are not, the air is not getting down there because the plastic's blocking off the airflow. And by the way, here it is 16 days later, and when I went to get these traps last night to do this video and didn't get a finished video, I noticed there was no more bread smell. There's no beer smell. There's nothing. I pulled out these 3 traps. Here's the plastic up. I pulled them out like this. Even by my face, there's no bread smell. There's no beer smell. So, if I have it, right up there against my nose, I can smell the beer. But I got the plastic over them still. So it's just the CO2 going down in there that had smell that I didn't. So anyway, I'm gonna try the new traps. Little jerk. Seeing you. Darn bug was crawling on that napkin that I didn't know how it got in there in the first place. Well, I had it in a different container, and I just seen how one of them was crawling up at that napkin to get to the top. I'm like, oh, don't you dare get on, another piece of napkin or whatever and come out into my house. Man, yeah, it's sick. Okay. Anyway, I'm hoping these new traps work great, and I hope you like them. And I hope you like my videos. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500,000 viewers. I'm shooting for a goal, And plus, the different things that I see on the internet and I try myself, I make videos, and I hope you enjoy them. Coming soon, I'm showing, probably right after this video, if I feel like I have the energy, I'm going to show you how to get free movies and TV shows on the internet, and how to speed up your computer with a few simple tricks. Okay, this is John in Lawrenceville. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and do a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I hate it when you see there's been 2,000 viewers, there's only like 1 thumbs up and maybe 5 down or vice versa. I mean, there's 2,000 views. How hard is it to press the thumbs up or thumbs down button? Come on. Plus, I like your feedback, good or bad. It gives me something to think about when I check out the reviews. Okay. Oh, in case anyone has any questions, this JT Eaton kills bed bugs and crawling insects powder. This is the first thing I tried. I bought it off Amazon, and it came. When I tried to buy it again for my house and my mother's house, it was like 3 days later. They said, I got an email saying, "Hey, we can't send it to you because we're out of stock." And so they refunded my money. No problems there. It was just the weekend, so I waited till past the weekend, and the money, the withdrawal from my account was just deleted. It wasn't even there anymore. And I hate it when like loose-fitting clothes touch my legs or whatever. I think it's the bed bugs. Anyway, this was some good stuff. It's like cat litter, diatomaceous earth. 85% is silicone dioxide from diatomaceous earth. 10% other elemental oxides. 5% moisture. Whatever. Anyway, we're good. Because I put it on my bed around the perimeter like they show. And I put it on the bed as well. And on the box springs underneath. And it felt like I didn't have any bites or anything for like 5 days. And then, boom, I started getting in bed again. And I noticed the powder looked like it had been rubbed into the bed, like somebody purposely did it. Now, unless I have ghosts that did it, it just wears itself into the bed, into the material. Now, I believe if I bought enough of this stuff, which the next one I bought was a 3-pound bottle of some other supplier that I had sent to my mother. I'm gonna get maybe 6 or 9 pounds of it. I'm gonna totally clean my house the best I can, and then I'm gonna pour this all over the carpeted floors, around the traps, everything, and leave it there until I get tired of it being there. Hopefully, in 2 weeks, just so I can have a chance to kill them all off, eggs and everything. But that costs money, so I gotta save up a little bit to do that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and this stuff works good. I mean, I highly recommend it. I just, couldn't get any more of it. They're out of stock. I can't tell you the price of it because I don't remember, and I don't want to screw you over on thinking how much it is inside actually that. Okay, I'm going to flush these suckers down the toilet, and I'm going to get new paper towels for them because I don't like the idea that, they crawled up there. And plus, I'm going to get rid of these bottles too. After I rinse them off into the sink and let the water run for a while to get rid of them. Hot water too. Just make sure I get rid of them. I just can't believe all the little ones I got. It's just unbelievable. Okay, I'm gonna give you one more look. I'm gonna try to do it with like my camera skills. I mean, gone this long on the video, why not? Check it out. Now, what they look like, kinda, is well, basically they look like weed seeds. They're all the buds. Sorry about the weight here. It's just tripod. I hate it when people don't use a tripod when they have one. Okay, I'm steadying the tripod in a moment. There we go. See there to the left there. The moisture, or sugar water, whatever. Those little itty bitty ones. Oh man, that's better camera view than what I showed you earlier. Better back up the zoom a little bit. There we go. All these little itty bitty ones. Oops. It's a lot of little jerks want to suck me dry. Ugh. There's the other one. Oh, get over there, camera. There we go. Try to zoom in a little bit. Come on, camera, hold still. People are watching. Like that. There we go. All bed bugs. These were clean bottles. Nothing wrong with them, Bought them straight from the store. Made the mixture, put it in there, didn't spill it over or nothing. There we go. Man. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is John in Lawrenceville. Please subscribe and make a comment. And do a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thank you.